hood was popping, was cracking, percolating, was really good in the hood. It is your man Theo Bullet. It's Friday. It's Friday. Do y'all know it is almost 2024? It is almost 2020. It is 2020. Oh man, go ahead. It's Friday. We got a whole bunch of championship games. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. Y'all already know how we do this thing. If you rock with me this morning, like I'm rocking with you, I'm rocking with you like you rock with me this morning. I thought we chop it up. Lunchtime, I am bringing some comic book content y'all way and everything like that. And one time for the Mantle people. Y'all still talking about a Mantle in 2000, about to be 24? Like I would hope that's not still what some of y'all hanging y'all hat on. In 2024, it is definitely, you should know better by now. You should know better by now, because there's quite a few people that they educate themselves. But y'all see what we got going on for today's show. So I wanted to jump off up into it. Today's show. There's a lot of stuff going on. Click, like, share, subscribe. We jumping off into this thing the only way we know how to do. Y'all see the list of topics that we got going on and everything like that. I'm hoping you digging the topics like I'm digging the topics. I thought the topics would be worth talking about. So without further ado, let's get off into it. Let's go down the list of topics that we have for this morning. Because I couldn't believe that I just arbitrarily came up with such a thing. So in regards to the topics, the shows that we got Iman Vellani. She believes that Marvel needs to reconnect with their fans, and I'm not mad at that. Oh, we can't have a notification. We cannot have the notifications on, so we're going to fix the notification. Iman Vellani feels like Marvel needs to reconnect with their fans. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Then we got a new Moon Knight. Moon Knight is taking on Black Panther, Ultimate Moon Knight, Ultimate Black Panther. What's going on? We're going to make sure I ain't going to do this because I ain't going to be able to see this. I told y'all I'm working on some new contact lenses. We're going to make it do what it do. But we got the Ultimate Black Panther, and he's taking on the Ultimate Moon Knight. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm kind of feeling the Ultimate Moon Knight for my own personal reasons that I've had ever since I was a kid. But yes, we got T'Challa. Theo, how you know that's T'Challa in Ultimate Black Panther? Nobody's gonna believe me anyway. Nobody's gonna believe me anyway, so I'm just gonna keep that to myself. But anyway, I'm just gonna say Ultimate Black Panther takes on Ultimate Moon Knight. I'm here for that one and everything like that for my own personal reason. We got other topics on the table as well. I cannot believe I said that. I'm sorry, B. I'm sorry. Then we got the X-Men. If you are an X-Men fan, you've been reading the X-Men and you read this year's Hellfire Gala and you saw the new team, I can't say. All I know is for reasons that I don't mind sharing, it was 3 black members on that team. I had Frenzy, I had Prodigy, and I had Sync. I was good. I ain't never seen 3 of me. Really, I don't think I've ever seen 3 of me on a team, period. So I was excited. Nimrod came around and murked everybody. Marvel said they was going to be doing something with that. We're going to talk about that. Then we got the red triangle protocol. I don't know. It's a new thing. It's a new thing, but Marvel finna make it do what it do. I don't necessarily know if I'm a fan of the red triangle protocol, but it's here now. It's not going anywhere. I'm doing this in reverse order because I think this one right here, this one and my take on Iman Vellani is what's going to generate the most interest. NightCrawler's origin story, his relationship with Mystique, and his relationship with Destiny has been completely updated. I'm not surprised. I know this gonna make some people feel some type of way. But before we do that though, let me make sure I get up in these notes and everything, because You could be anywhere else today. You ain't got to do this with me. You ain't. You taking a chance on me. So we got Torian in the building. What's going on, Torian? So, like I said, you could be anywhere else this morning. You chose to be here with me. So let's take a look at NightCrawler. Everybody's furry blue mutant. It used to be Beast, and now belongs to NightCrawler. So, and this comes way. They were hitting around at this, but this comes to us via Game Radar. I'll make sure I put I copy the link and put the link in the channel itself. But this comes from Game Radar, and it's not something that I am all that bit surprised about. It is not. Mystique is a shapeshifter. Mystique is a shapeshifter. Okay, if you've been rocking with comics as long as I've been rocking with comics, you've been known that she's Kurt's mother. You've been known that. What's up, John Byrne? Shout out to John Byrne, Chris Claremont, and the team. You've been known that was his mama. You've been known Mystique was his mama. Later on down the road, because we got to explain why he looked like this. Blue, we get that. You having a tail, your fingers and hands, your fingers and feet looking like how? No, we got to do something else to explain that one. Mystique explains you being blue. Mystique don't explain you looking like how you looking. Marvel comes along and they say, oh, his daddy is a demon. His dad is a who? His dad is a demon. Oh, his dad is a demon. So Mystique as a mutant, which is an offshoot of the human species, she's sleeping with demons now. Okay, well, I mean, we didn't Damien Hailstone. We kind of get this before. Y'all went and did that later on. So, and by the way, those of y'all that saw XMen the first class, y'all saw Azazel. That's Kurt's daddy. Azazel can teleport. That's where Kurt got his teleportation powers from. His daddy. Like I said, X-Men comic book fans, not superhero fans, not MCU fans. No, I'm speaking of X-Men comic book fans. We was like, so you retconning that. Retcon mean they went back and said who Kurt's daddy was. Because initially, all we knew was his mama. That's all we knew. And low-key, his mama was a retcon because they didn't really talk about who his mama was when he first made it in the comics and everything like that. Went back and said it was Mystique. Used to be just a regular gypsy woman. Yes, comic book fans know that. So now, what they've done, which in 2023 should not only not surprise anybody, but if you're a comic book fan and you know Mystique's history, this shouldn't surprise you not one bit. Now what they went out and done is they said they went and retconned it. Mystique is Kurt's daddy. How is he Kurt's daddy? Because Destiny is his mama. Y'all like, wait, what? Say that one more time. Yeah. They went and retconned it. Mystique is his mama. I'm sorry, Mystique is his daddy. Destiny is his mama. This don't surprise X-Men fans. This doesn't surprise X-Men fans in the least bit because we was like, y'all done gave us way more Mystique and Destiny than y'all ever gave us Mystique and Azazel. As a matter of fact, y'all ain't ever really gave us Mystique and Azazel for us to buy the fact that Mystique and Azazel was ever in love with each other. That y'all ain't never really, but Mystique and Destiny, well, damn, she been kicking it with, like, if you've been reading X-Men comic books, you've been knowing Mystique and Destiny had a thing going on since the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. You have, ever since John Byrne introduced him, because John Byrne, all you got to do is look at how he write his characters. He ain't ever got to tell you what his characters are, what their orientation is. You'll figure it out if you read him. Yeah, we've been on that one. We've been on that one. We've been knowing Mystique and Destiny had a thing going on way longer than we knew about some dude named Azazel. We did. So this new revelation, I want to tell y'all it moved the needle. It doesn't. Here's what it does do though. For those, let me see. We got Jarence in the building. Jarence like, yeah. She a shapeshifter. Like Mystique is a shapeshifter. Like, let's pause for a second. Mystique is a shapeshifter. And we watched Mystique shapeshift back and forth between men and women on the big screen and cartoons since we've known about Mystique. And nobody ever asked themselves the question, so y'all don't think she ever been a dude? So nobody ever thought she was a dude and slept with a woman? Not one time. 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 Nobody. Like, that ain't ever. She's a shapeshifter. What? So we're not thinking a shapeshifter who can choose whatever form. We're not thinking they ever do. She's in love with destiny. Okay, so as a shapeshifter, let's just see, because it's 2023. It's 2023. It is. It's 2023. Like, we shouldn't be like this. So in 2023, were we as comic book fans thinking that when she and Irene got in the bed, it was always just two women laying in the bed? Because we know in reality that there are female couples that use artificial stuff, right? So we thinking that Mystique having the ability to use a real one, her and Irene was just using, oh man. I'm just gonna say Mystique and Irene, they had a wild sex life. Mystique has been able to do things for Irene in the bedroom that yeah, she the only one that can do it. It's 2023, y'all. It's 2023, y'all. Like, it's 2023. That is a great question. So the reason why Kurt is able to do the things, and I'm answering your question, Torian, does Mystique's mentality get influenced by the form she takes? She actually, when she shapeshifts, she actually encodes the person's DNA. So that's why Kurt able to teleport, because when she act, now this is how the story really, because they're gonna be like, Theo, don't glaze over the story. So apparently Azazel was going to somehow or another take over the earth. So to prevent him from taking over and destroying the earth, Mystique had to fool him that she had a baby from it, have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. I don't know why that's what's going to keep him from destroying the earth, but that's what she did. He believes that Kurt is his son. And low key, Kurt is his son, just not in the way that he think Kurt is his son. Kurt shares his DNA, but only because Mystique shapeshifted and copied his. Azazel need a DNA test, and I don't even know if that's gonna do it. So essentially, when Mystique takes on somebody's form, she getting it right down to the nitty gritty. She is copying you down to your DNA. So you want to talk about somebody that could go out here and spread your seed in the world, and you not know about it? It's Mystique. So let me keep it with I mean, if you really want to take it there, Theo, Mystique could do more than become a man. And mind you, this ain't me taking it there. I'm just telling you what Marvel said. But yeah, whatever you put in here at this point in time, it ain't even for me to tell you it ain't even possible. Because I see what Beast Boy is doing over there in DC, and Beast Boy is shape-shifting his ass off. So why can't she? Unless the limitation would be, and I don't know what the limitation would be, because if she shape-shifted into a demon, why can't she shape-shift into an alien? I don't know. I'm just letting folks know. Don't be in 2023. Let's not be that she is Kurt's daddy and Irene is Kurt's mama. Like, let's not be. We should really be like, okay. Let me see. Marvel got my head spinning. Hey, that story makes sense though. If somebody was to ask me, Theo, which story makes sense? The one where Azazel was his daddy and Mystique was his mama, or Mystique being his daddy and Destiny being his mama, which story makes sense based on the comics you've been reading, as long as you've been reading these characters? Mystique and Destiny being his daddy and mama makes sense. That make all the sense in the world. Now, how they're going to, because Irene, the way they're telling this story, Irene was the one that said she wanted a family. Now, here's the part that they gotta make right. In the comics over the years, we have seen a relationship between Kurt and Mystique. We have, whether we want to say it's motherly or fatherly, it's totally up to us. But we've seen a relationship there. We've never really seen a relationship between Irene and Kurt. And Irene ain't that person that's just gonna be cold-blooded. She ain't cold-blooded with those that she loved. Kurt came from her womb. To the editors, in because y'all revealing this in Kurt's book. Y'all telling us this in Kurt's book. So if y'all ain't seen the Uncanny Spider-Man, that's where this revelation takes place. You're going to have to do something to give us the relationship between Destiny and Kurt, because Kurt is that person that's going to love his mother. He loves Mystique. He wouldn't just give Destiny his ass to kiss. So y'all gonna have to do something with that. If she changes into Charles, does that mean she can spread his seed all over the place? Based on this latest issue of Uncanny Spider-Man, if she takes on Charles Xavier's appearance and she sleeps with a woman and that woman becomes impregnated, that child, we can say that child got two daddies, the one she impersonated and her. So that's a great question. I'm just a messenger. So yeah, to your point, yeah. Based on that rationality, yeah. That is what that is. That is what that is. Moving the party right along. We said it's 2023. We only got, it's December, right? It's December. It's December 1st. Okay, so, and this is just throwing this out there. We still got people talking about it's just a mantle. And y'all know I refer to them as mantle mofos. Anybody that's still talking about a mantle, it's 2023. It's about to be 2024. That's somebody who done had enough time by now to acquaint themselves with anything Black Panther related. They have not. They putting on for the gram. I don't have time for people that's putting on the gram. They can't even tell you the damn people that they can't even tell you. They ain't put the effort in. So this part of the video right here, y'all want to clip this right here. To all of you so-called Black Panther fans that swear it's about the mantle, It's about to be 2020, 2024. 2023 finna come to an end. You don't even know the people you keep referring to. You know it. I know it. So before you say anything stupid to any Black Panther fan going forward, don't. It's too late in the game for you to still be that damn stupid. And that's what we're going to refer to you as, stupid. Don't care if you mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, friend, boss, co-worker, pastor, deacon, deaconess, usher, president, dictator. It don't matter. We're going to call you stupid to your face and turn around and walk away. If you expect people to learn, to know what they're talking about, then you need to have that expectation of yourself. Somebody this morning just showed themselves to be stupid. You could have been stupid you could have been ignorant in 2020. Now you just being stupid. I ain't got patience for stupid people. But we're gonna keep the party rolling though. just a little segue, just let them know she gonna be what now? Let me see. Oh Lord, my phone just went on. Hold on, let me get back to it. We got to get that next. What if she changes into T'Challa? She gonna be a menace. You know what? If she changed into T'Challa, maybe that would be a way for us to get some kids. Maybe with her being an X-Man, maybe with Marvel editorial being how they used to be, maybe she could change into T'Challa, sneak up the Storm, spit her some sweet, sweet words and everything like that. Storm mess around and have a moment of weakness, and we find, never mind. X-Men fans would love that. That might be the only way we get T'Challa and Aurora to have a child. Might be the only way. Y'all like, Theo, don't say that too loud. Keeping the party rolling though. Just want to throw that out there. So that was the first topic. Last topic, however you want to look at. The Red Triangle Protocols, keeping up with the Married Mutants. So y'all remember the Dark Phoenix saga? We do. We remember the Dark. Not what they did in the movies. No, if you just a movie fan, you've never gotten the Dark Phoenix saga, shame on you. Those of us that read comics, we got it. It's committed to memory. Do y'all still see the cover? The cover that Jean died in? You remember the cover? It was her and Scott on the cover. Remember the Toys R Us banner and everything like that? Remember Scott was holding Jean's hand? She had on the green dress and everything. She had on a Marvel Girl outfit. Y'all, as I'm looking at y'all, I'm looking at the cover right now. Are y'all looking at the cover? I'm looking at the cover. Y'all looking at the cover? I'm looking at the cover. Y'all know Beast was in that issue, right? Y'all know Angel was in that issue as well. MCU fans, Marvel, they're not gonna know this. This us. We having a moment. Y'all remember that issue? You remember how how Scott would say, I love you, Jean, and she would say, and I to Scott with all my heart. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember reading them lines like that? I'm looking at it right now. Y'all remember that issue? Remember when she was about to turn into the Dark Phoenix and everything like that, and she was about to give the Shi'ar Empire all the smoke that they was looking for because they was on the moon. Remember how they was? They said, hey, y'all not taking Jean. And they were like, yes, the hell we is. And the X-Men were like, no, you won't. And they said, no. We can throw down on the moon. Like, they wanted all the smoke. The X-Men, they wanted all the smoke. They said, no, y'all not taking our girl. We're going to fight for her. Okay, say less. We'll do it on the moon. We'll do it on the moon. They beat their ass, too. X-Men put up a valiant fight. Y'all remember that comic? I remember that comic. I'm reading the comic right now while I'm talking to y'all. Y'all see it? Turn the page. Turn the page. Y'all see her die right there? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? We're not gonna get that. But we know what led up to it. We do. We know what led up to it. It was old boy doing some stuff he ain't had no business doing. Let me make sure I get these notes and everything like that. A Corsair Starjammers movie would be epic. I've been said that, but you know what, Jarence? You got to be a comic book fan to even know about the Corsairs. Like, that would be a great story. But you sound like you're a comic book fan. Just like I would have did, and I keep saying it, I would have did an Alpha Flight movie before I would have thought about doing an Eternals movie. But that's me, though. I think we could have, I think a lot of people would have been excited for an Alpha Flight movie, would have loved the Alpha Flight movie. And I can't even imagine the amount of Easter eggs I could have included in an Alpha Flight movie. I can't imagine. But I read comics. So you know, hey, that's Nate Moore, Bob Iger, Bob Chapek, whoever. They and we're gonna talk about Bob Iger later on in the show. But no, hey, you got what you got. So, you know, I like it, you love it. He got what he want. Gonna keep bleeding money. But no, so we take a look at this thing. And like I said, y'all rock with me, I'm rocking with y'all. So I'm looking at this, and the red screen rant, by the way. We've seen the red triangle protocols introduced here recently, and anything X-Men related. And essentially what it is a get out of jail free card. Y'all like, Theo, what? It's a get out of jail free card. Supposedly this is something that Professor Xavier taught his mutants to defend themselves against any psychic attack. When Mastermind used attack. Now I don't understand now how Mastermind was able to psychically manipulate Jean Grey, and she is a better That's how we got Dark Phoenix. He messed around and turned her, influenced her per se. So now what Charles Xavier has done to prevent students from being attacked, and I'm really gonna say, based on the red triangle protocol, based on the folks that I've seen use it, it's not a hard technique to learn at all. It's not a hard technique to learn, and based on who I've seen use it, it don't even matter how powerful the telepath is. They can't override it. I've seen Aurora use this technique on Charles. I like Aurora. That is Charles Xavier, one of the world's foremost telepaths, and she locked him down like he couldn't get a read. Okay, now I get where we got the young lady from Sword, and we got a low-level telepath and her being able to resist him. I get it. Keep it with a note. If it can stop Charles, like Aurora is like, nah, Charles, I'm gonna make you tell me what basically Charles used it on her because he wanted her to tell him the last thing Magneto told him before he died. She didn't want to tell him. Charles was like, the most pettiest damn thing. She didn't want to tell him. Charles wanted to rip it out her mind. He was like, I'll make you tell me. And she's like, no, you won't. And that they didn't fell out ever since then. That just happened this year. But he taught her the red triangle protocol. He taught it to her. He couldn't get through it. To keep out psychics such as Emma, Jean, and everybody. Now, mind you, this is the same dude who received a psychic distress call from his daughter right before Vulcan killed her galaxies away. Yeah, y'all wrote that, and I read that. I did a comic book review on that with Marcus. So we're not gonna act like that. Y'all wrote that. So y'all wrote that. I call it the MacGuffin. I didn't really want to take the time to learn how to spell MacGuffin before I put it up here. But yeah, it's a MacGuffin. That's what's going to happen. Anytime somebody need to get out of jail free card when it comes to them being mentally manipulated by a mutant, they gonna say it's the Red Triangle Protocol. And that's Gene could have used that Red Triangle Protocol back in the day. Quite a few of them could. Quite a few of them could. And the Red Triangle Protocol is now canon, so it will be used going forward. It's going to be a get out of jail free card. These things are the Rock With Me Nation moderators in the building. It's official. So yeah, the Red Triangle Protocol is official. That is how you prevent telepaths from taking over your mind. And if you don't know the Red Triangle Protocol, it's because whoever writing the comic book just said you weren't in class that day. That's how that's gonna be. That is how that's gonna be. What else do we have? Screen Rant. Screen Rant says we are going to get a dead X-Men title here in I want to say January 2024 or February 2024. I want to say it's January because I was looking for it. It is not out right now. It's not out right now, but I'm definitely going to be jumping on that. And I'm going to be transparent. The only reason why I'm jumping on that is because Frenzy and Prodigy are in it. I want to see those two characters, see how those two characters are written. But they are basically going to be portrayed as the dead X-Men. I'm not a fan of that. I was told that we were going to get them, not personally told, but I did read that the X-Men team that was supposed to debut in the Hellfire Gala would actually be an official team. I thought we were going to get them as X-Men. If we read that issue, a couple of people are missing. Laura X-23 is missing, the one that went into the pit, not the pit, but the one who went into there with the Children of Tomorrow. She's back. Sync is back. And also, if I'm not mistaken, Juggernaut was on that team. Well, in Dead X-Men, those three members aren't on the team. Jubilee is on the team. Dazzler's on the team. Prodigy's on the team. Frenzy's on the team. And there's one more. But we'll see. You see it right here. But I want to see him as X-Men. Not dead X-Men. Not them doing, no. That ain't what I wanted. That ain't what I wanted. That ain't what I was looking forward to. No. I was looking for them to be X-Men. Dead X-Men. No, that ain't it. X-Men traveling through time. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. I wanted to see them be X-Men. I didn't see Prodigy make it do what it do over in Black Panther. Shout out to Ta-Nehisi Coast, Intergalactic Empire, and everything like that. Sync has been around for a minute. So has Frenzy. I was looking for, and Sync has been a member of the main team, but I was looking forward to them doing something. That ain't it. Manifold and Shuri, Eve Ewing needs to make it happen. T'Challa needs a brother-in-law. Eating Fessy would be good. And watch this. Folks don't understand how that plays. I've created my own Eden Fessy customized action figure, just like I had to do with the Griot Shorty. But people don't realize when you start seeing these characters blow up in comics, that's when you start getting these characters do other stuff, like get action figures and everything like that. And if you want to keep them getting action figures in comics, you better lock in with the comics. Because I hear what people are saying about Shorty. Shorty don't move the needle, and that's not my fault. I've financially invested in Shorty. Those of y'all that say y'all Shorty fans and Shorty is the next Black Panther, you're not invested in Shorty. Thus, Marvel is not inclined to do a damn thing with Shorty. She don't make them no money. And this it's about making money. This is about making money. That's why they threw the T'Challa out there that damn fast, because they know it's not about Shorty. Shorty don't move the needle. What they are hoping and praying for is that people will accept T'Challa as a substitute for T'Challa. So no, that's not gonna happen. So figure it out. But yeah, so that definitely had me laughing. in regards to what they have going on with X-Men. I'm going to be purchasing. Also, Luke Cage has a new comic book out. If you have not jumped on the Luke Cage, issue 1 is out right now at your local comic book store. So you probably want to make sure you jump on that just to see what it's about. If you like it, keep reading it and everything like that. Also, Black Panther. We're moving the needle right along. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Let me get here because y'all know me. I'm squinting. I got this eye appointment next week. I can't wait. Flash by Night Comics. What's going on, Flash? What's going on? So, moving it right along. Now, there's a lot of concern in regards to Black Panther, Ultimate Black Panther. People got questions. As I said earlier, if I say it's T'Challa, y'all gonna want to know how you know it's T'Challa. Same way I've been doing a lot of stuff. Same way I've been doing a lot of stuff. What I found interesting in this story, they're playing it coy. They're playing it coy. What I found interesting in this particular article, though, make sure I put the article so that y'all have it here. If this is correct, it's correcting something that has bothered me ever since Moon Knight made his appearance, not in the MCU, ever since Moon Knight made his appearance in the comics. And I'm gonna go ahead and open this thing on up. So it says here, new Black Panther costume is the deadly upgrade he needs to kill Moon Knight. Y'all call it upgrade. Just make sure we get the action figure. Ain't nobody really here for all that. What I found more telling than anything else, and yes, I'm still in the process of bringing y'all the Ultimate Invasion. I'll make sure that I get that the remaining issues to y'all before this weekend is over with. What I found more interesting than anything, Mark Spector. Now, Mark Spector is MIA. I don't know what's. If you're a Mark Spector fan, if you're a Moon Knight fan, I would start getting these last few issues of Moon Knight because they're getting ready to kill off Mark Spector. Mark Spector as a character, compartmentalizing. Mark Spector can be the Moon Knight. He can. What he cannot be, and people play with this, and I don't know, people that be starting to become cavalier with this. We saw this back with Moon Knight. We saw this back with Hawkman and Hawkgirl. We're seeing this to a degree right now when people talk about M'Baku and everything like that. People want to play with religion. Now, I don't know when that became a thing to play with religion, but people don't, you can't play with their religion, but they're fine playing around with your religion. Let me say that one more time. And Theo, you can't play around with Christianity, but you can play around with any religion from Africa. You can't misspeak on Christianity. Every other religion is mythology. So, being a kid, having a healthy respect for the continent of Africa, having done my due diligence to learn about cultures, to learn about mythology in Africa as a kid and everything like that, yes, you're not finna get me to learn everything about Norse, Greek, Roman, and thinking I'm not finna go study up on African mythology. No, you got me twisted. Shout out to Keith Sweat. So I'm going back looking. Well, Mark Spector is Jewish. That has nothing to do with Africa. So when Marvel said he's Jewish, he's not African, and to be Egyptian, you gotta be what? To be Egyptian, you got to be what? You got to be African. Yeah. Okay. He wasn't African. He was Jewish. We're not doing this in Ultimate comic books. No, we got Khonshu and Ra. Them brothers. If you read Ultimate Invasion, them brothers. Theo, what you mean? Hey, you could say they Egyptian. You could. But what you can definitely say, they African. I just be wanting you to get the story right. That's all I be wanting. Because you know what I'm not gonna do? Watch this. Kitty Pryde is what? Kitty Pryde is Catholic. She is. Ben Grimm is what? Peter Parker is what? That matters. I'm not messing with them people. Kitty Pryde showed up in the comics rocking the Star of David. That's what that was. She showed up rocking. Okay, well, we not gonna play around with that. Let me make sure I keep up with these notes. Y'all, hold on. Y'all know I ain't got my glasses. Are Constantine and Raw actual people in the new Ultimate Universe? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's an Ultimate Invasion in Ultimate Invasion 4. Bald-headed and everything. Got to look at it. So I'm sitting up there like, I see what you're putting down. Let me see. It sounds cool to be Egyptian to certain people, but they don't think African sounds the same. I don't get that one at all. You know what? I'm going to press pause for a second. You know what I don't get, Jarrett? And I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Blumenbach and Lenowich, race was not a thing until they said so. They don't look nothing like me. They look like people you either A, say you don't trust, or you don't too particularly care for, or you sometimes refer to as the devil. Notice I said you, and I'm not talking to the ones that are specifically in the chat, but those that feel that way about that race group, that ethnicity, you know I'm talking to you. So how are you taking what they say as law if to a degree you don't care for them, you don't trust them? I don't know how to do that. I don't have no issues with people that don't look like me. I just know if it wasn't a thing until you said it, you a man. But they put their pants on one leg at a time, just like I do. And just because you said it, don't make it right. No. I'm not dealing with that whole damn race thing. If race is what it is, then everybody from Egypt is black. If race is what that is, then everybody that's white in America is not from America. Pick it, pick one or the other. Thus, white folk that feel like they can tell anybody else they need to go back to the country they come from, need to do the exact same damn thing. Because according to your forefathers, you're not from here either. Shout out to Malcolm X, who said that it is significant, important, prevalent for you as a, watch this, for you as a black person to learn the English language so they can't use it against you. That's what Malcolm X said. Now, crazy, he said it. It's quite a few of us that consider ourselves to be Malcolm X fans or influenced by Malcolm X, but ain't doing what Malcolm X said. I'm just saying. As a Moon Knight fan, I have been surprised this hasn't been discussed more yet. He just works for Khonshu. I have more reading to do, but I don't think he makes any ethnic claim. He doesn't flash by night, but watch this one. Here's what you're getting me to believe, and not you specifically. And low-key, this is why I really don't get involved with the conversation. What I'm being asked to believe is that Mark Spector, a practicing Jewish, he practices Judaism. He went into an Egyptian cave, tomb, whatever, with someone else looking to steal from that tomb, that cave, that pyramid, whatever. Got double crossed. He's about to die. The God that he prays to did not save him. Now, I'm of the mindset that, because we saw this play out in Moon Knight. Okay, this deity took on this deity, this avatar versus their avatar. You walking in to a place that you low-key, you just wanting to steal from. It's got historical context to it. Your religion isn't the religion of the people whom you're getting ready to steal from. And just because you're about to die, those people, their God saves you, knowing what you were going in there for in the first place, because you weren't going in there to spread that God's word. Even with the artifacts that you were going to use, you weren't going to go spread that God's word. You were going in there to steal from that God and their people. And that's the God that's going to bless you. That only plays out in the superhero comics, because I know what happens in every mythology that you and I have read, Roman, Greek, Norse, it's not playing out like that. You better bow down. Even when we look at Bast, you could be a God-fearing Wakandan, Bast-fearing Wakandan. And if she does not find you credible, she's going to kill you. That's you worshiping her. Now, low key, we could say that if we look at the Bible. Okay. Because I know what the Bible tells me Moses told the Pharaoh. And the Pharaoh was not a Christian. And God had no sympathy. None. Did not care. Matter of fact, for you to even be blessed by God, what do we have to do in Christianity? You must first, you got to accept him as your Lord and Savior. For you to be blessed by God, you must accept him as your Lord and Savior. It don't apply to the comics. And I've always found that telling, because I'm like, even if we look at Thor, you're not picking up Thor's hammer. You got to be worthy to pick up Thor's hammer. But to a degree, you better acknowledge Odin. Like, and even that's what that is. For Thor to even be on your team, you're low-key saying, oh, okay, that's real. You're saying, okay, that's okay. That's not fake then. You've accepted that as reality. Picking up the hammer. You're picking up the hammer because low-key, to a degree, you believe in Thor. Who gave Thor the hammer? His daddy. But so that we play around with religion to suit the narrative, but what we never thinking about is who created the comics. Who created the comics? That's a conversation. Who created the comics? Who created the comics? It wasn't us. Okay, well, it's crazy that Wakanda is the only nation in comics that, watch this, ain't been colonized. And that's saying something. Like that character right there, by and large, they're not trying to have anybody influence that character. Crazy. We will influence the character all day with European traditions. But it's quite a few people trying to keep that character unique. So, but keeping the party rolling. So yeah, we got Khonshu and Raw. I thought that was funny. Keeping the party rolling. We got more stuff in here. Just want y'all to have that bit of knowledge and everything like that. Iman Vellani. Oh yeah, I'm loving this one. Iman Vellani, and I love the young lady. I love her enthusiasm. Her comic book enthusiasm reminds me of mine when I was her age. Like, that's what that is. It is a beautiful thing to see. It is a refreshing thing to see. They might need to fire Kevin Feige and give her the job. I know you're like, Theo, no, you did just. She's a comic book fan. So she made a statement. She said Marvel Studios needs to get back, needs to reconnect with their You got to think about that with her season. Yeah, fire Kevin. Give her the job. Fire Kevin. Put Kevin Happy behind right on over there with Star Wars. See what that look like. But no, it's crazy. As young as she is, she's shown me that she not only cares more about these characters, she knows more. And that's a damn shame. She knows more about these characters than quite a few damn grown folk. And that's a damn shame. That means she's went back and she's researched. If you call yourself a Black Panther fan or a comic book fan of any sort whatsoever, there's no way in the world Iman Vellani should know more than you do, and you got at least 10 years on her. There's no way in the world. If she knows more than you do as a comic book fan, that means she's went back and read up on stuff that came out before she was born, while you've been too damn lazy to do so. That's saying something. I really hope the fans, which ones don't run her off. She is necessary. Listen, I like her. Here's what she said. And I wanted to ask this question, Q&A period. She said, Marvel needs to reconnect with their fans. I believe that to be true. The question is, which fans does Marvel need to reconnect with? I hear the Jeopardy theme song playing in the background. I don't know if y'all hear it. And there is only one correct answer. Which fan group does Marvel need to reconnect with to get them back up in the running? And I must say this because it is what it is at the end of the day. I remember somebody telling me 2 years ago that Marvel does not make their movies for the comic book fan. I don't want to say that comment was made rather flippantly, but I will say that comment, damn, I'm confused. I will say that statement was made with there being too much, how can I put this? Yeah, that is what that is at the end of the day. Like, who is the comic book fan? Now, mind you, I don't know any comic book fan that's going to say, who is the comic book fan? No, a comic book fan wants to be taken seriously. Comic book fans do quote the comic books. Comic book fans are proud to be comic book fans. Comic book fans don't mind being asked questions about the comic books because they're comic book fans. I found more often than not, the people that get in their feelings, that want to get defensive when asked comic book related questions, are those who have lied about being comic book fans. Stop lying and level up your knowledge. Well, Iman Vellani is a comic book fan. She quotes the comics, which is crazy because in the book that she's writing, Miss Marvel, Mutant, supposed to come out January, February 2024. Miss Marvel is a mutant and still using her embiggening powers. I find that to be very, 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 very odd, considering how many so-called MCU Miss Marvel fans are in love with that character. I don't like my character being toyed with. I don't like my character's abilities being toyed with. But you don't hear Miss Marvel MCU fans complaining. No, to a degree they've capitulated. Giving in. Dude changed Miss Marvel's powers on her Disney Plus series and didn't even listen to the Miss Marvel fans when it came to the damn movie. Still kept her powers like that. Well, damn, if you had an issue with her powers being changed in the Disney Plus series, how that change in the movie? Because that's still the, and you finna go read the damn comic where her powers are still embiggening powers. Like, that ain't the cat. So 21-year-old Iman Vellani becomes youngest Marvel Studios president in history. I mean, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad. Jamie Foxx's too old to play Al Simmons Spawn. And you know what? And it's gonna be crazy. I don't know why I can't get the other. You know what? Until somebody I need to see Michael Jai White come back. And I'm only saying that because I'm tired, not tired. It's cool for us to see, here we go. When Wesley Shipp came back to play Jay Garrick on the Flash, that was cool. That was cool. As a comic book fan, as a nerd, that was cool. Because I watched the Flash series back in the day when Wesley Shipp played the Flash. That was cool. That was cool. Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire on the screen with Tom Holland, even though I still don't know who Tom Holland's supposed to be. That was cool. That was absolutely cool. Well, you know what? Damn it, I need to get that for my brothers and sisters. I do. I don't know why Wesley Snipes ain't showing up in a Blade movie. I don't, because I know for a damn fact I saw Lou Ferrigno show up in a Hulk movie. That's what it pays to be an old comic book fan. Folks want to dismiss you and everything like that and don't know what they're dismissing. They don't want to respect those of us that came before them that are comic book fan. No, you cutting off your nose to spite your face. Lou Ferrigno was in a damn Hulk movie. He was. They paid homage to him. Wesley Shipp showed up on the Flash TV show more than once. They paid homage to him. Well, you know what? What we talk about when it comes to Wesley Snipes showing up in Blade? Where that at? Why if it wasn't for my dog doing what he did, we wouldn't even be up here having this discussion. Kevin, Nate, so Bob. So what it do? Why we talking about black representation? Will represent my brother just like we can represent everybody else. Damn right. I got questions. Same thing. Why we not talking about Michael Jai White either A, coming back to reprise Spawn, or watch this. Spawn is just a damn mantle. So why in the hell he can't come back and put that damn thing on? It's just a damn mantle. It ain't like that's been the only Spawn in history. No, there has been more than one Spawn throughout history. Yes, good God Almighty, they had. So I don't know why he can't come back. See how that go? See how that go? Ain't no fun if I got it, huh? Ain't no fun if I got it, huh? Yeah, see, that's the other thing. If you're a black comic book fan, stop disparaging the older black comic book fan, because you would never do that with the older white comic book fan. Regardless of whether you had an agenda to push or not, you wouldn't. If somebody that didn't look like me said what I said, it would be gospel, and that would be all it is. It would be fact. You wouldn't go back and double check. No, that would be all it is. I can tell you what it is. Put the dadgum site here and still get questioned all day, every day. And I'm not the only one. No, those of us that are nerds that look like me, we get doubted quicker by those that look like us than a little bit. You'll take with somebody else. No. If you can believe them, you need to believe us too. Because we telling you the exact same thing. We just speaking it more so in the same language you speak it. Michael Jai White is barely aged and stays in shape. That part. That part right there. Oh, Spawn is a mantle like Ghost Rider, but like Johnny Blaze, Al Simmons is number one. All of that. But you know what we're going to do? We'll sit up here and say, oh, no, us. Oh, no, that's the Ghost Rider because you saw Nick Cage play. No. If you look like me, I'm telling you, there's been more than one damn Ghost Rider. It's a damn mantle. Now what? And that's fact. That's fact. Speaking of damn mantles, can we go ahead and do this? Let's take this part of this video and clip it if we can. To all you mantle mofos, this video is specifically for you. You say it's just a mantle. Okay, well, the Black Panther been around since we got here. Name them. And I don't mean name them like that. I mean, tell me when they came around publication history. Tell me their publication history. Oh, it's just a mantle. T'Challa was 1966. When was the next Black Panther? And don't tell me the next Black Panther after him. As in who came after him? No. Give me the name of the Black Panther and when that Black Panther was created. Literally. When was that Black Panther created? Since it's just a mantle. Y'all get on my last damn nerve because it be y'all that look like me that be wanting to say stuff like this. And y'all just need to know, the more of us that look like me that keep talking stupid, the more the easier you make for them not to give you what you deserve. But you want to just keep talking stupid. So black, white, no, actually no, I'm not, because white, they Batman. That's Batman. They know Batman. They own Batman. They got Batman. Not mad at that, because they know what we know about Batman. It's way too many of us that don't know. So to those of us that say it's just a damn mantle, give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, what you say. Give it to me, what you say. The next Black Panther after T'Challa to show up in Marvel Comics was when? What's their name? Take this part of it, since it's just a mantle. The very next because T'Challa was created in 1966. The Black Panther was created in 1966. Okay, give me the name of the very next damn Black Panther and when they were created, since it's just a mantle. They can give me a Robbie Reyes movie. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did it well and also included Blaze. They did. But watch this. You're going to like this one. We knew who that was cutting that deal with Jaime Reyes when we saw it on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We knew who that was. We knew. We was like, oh. It should have been Danny Ketch, but we know that's not who that was. So like, okay. Okay, I see what I'm picking up what you're putting down. But we knew, because we read comics. You have quite a few. They believe Jaime Reyes was the first Ghost Rider. And you know it just like I know it. You know it just like I know it. You have some people today right now that are Jaime Reyes Ghost Rider fans, can't even tell you where Jaime Reyes is at right now in the comics. And that's crazy. Because I can't swear up and down I'm necessarily a Ghost Rider, got the action figure. Jaime Reyes, if y'all want the Engine of Vengeance, Ramen Toys is where you need to go if you want the Engine of Vengeance. Ramen. See how I say all that? And I'm not a Ghost Rider fan like that. I'm not. But you got quite a few that will argue you up and down in regards to Jaime Reyes. You be like, shut up. It's folks that will argue with you to say Jaime Reyes was actually an official member of S.H.I.E.L.D. It is. And the same people that like to tell you it's a mantle when it come down to Black Panther. That was fire. Mac as a spirit of vengeance, yeah. So that's, like I said, you cut this video out and everything like that. Tell the Mantle Mofos to go pick up a book. Or tell the Mantle Mofos to stop. Here we go. I don't get why they don't know. I get why they don't know what they don't know what they're talking about. But I don't understand why you don't know what you're talking about and you go antagonize somebody that does know what they're talking about. That don't make good damn sense to me. But hey, it's the day and age of social media. Social media emboldens people to say and do some stupid stuff. So I guess that is what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, that real quick, lunchtime breaking, everything like that. We in, we out. I just wanted us to get in and chop it up. So yeah, I'm going to go pick up some comics today. I don't really do it on Wednesday and stuff like that. Got comic book reviews I need to bring to y'all. I don't, low key, I think it's something else going on in my house. I think it's maybe some spirits in here. They get their comic info from TikTok and Twitter. No, they don't. No, they don't. And I can't even, you know why I can't even say that? Steezy. I'm on TikTok and Twitter. I'm on TikTok. Flash by Night is on TikTok as well. He's on TikTok and Twitter. we on TikTok and Twitter. So I don't know where they get. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Did not know that Facebook was monetizing people, but they hit me up and say, hey man, we like what you got going on over there. I'm saying, y'all like what I got going on? So I don't know where they're getting the information from. Here's what I can tell you. They're not rocking with the people that read comics. Like I said, Flash by Night is on Flash by Night is on TikTok. Black Comic Lords is on TikTok. Student of the Game is on TikTok. It's quite a few comic book fans that are on various social media platforms. So as I told somebody on Twitter though, there's like, I don't read comics. I promise you. Okay, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I have never been to a Pittsburgh Steelers football game personally. I didn't watch quite a few Pittsburgh Steelers football games, Super Bowls, playoff games. I have. I watched quite a few videos, and I'm saying the Pittsburgh Steelers because I'm trying to get people to relate. I watched quite a few videos of them talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Franco Harris, Rocky Black. Now, mind you, these was grown men when I was a kid. Like, I had to go back and read on the fact. Rocky Black was a Vietnam veteran and everything like that. Like, I'm reading up on stuff. They combined the team with the Philadelphia Eagles. I wasn't born when they did that. I wasn't. So I wasn't, watch this. I wasn't even a Pittsburgh Steelers fan when they beat the Minnesota Vikings in the Super Bowl. I didn't become a Steelers fan, did not know about the Steelers until they played the Dallas Cowboys in the 1976 Super Bowl. That was it. I went back. You saying you a Black Panther fan and you don't read comic books, that's baffling to me. That's baffling. That's baffling to me. Why is that baffling? Because every damn thing else you consume is inspired by the comic book. Inspired. You're a grown-ass individual, and you know damn good and well what the word inspired means when you see it. That means they didn't change stuff. If we say we saw the movie Remember the Titans, that movie was inspired by real life events. If we sit up here and we say we went to go see the movie, the basketball movie, the Texas basketball team that won the national championship, that movie was inspired by real life events. Hell, if you went to go see the movie last year, The Woman King, that movie is inspired by real life events. Thus, you know damn good and well they changed some stuff. They did. You know it. You read it. This movie is inspired by real life events. They even change. They even tell you. They even give you the little thing there, the little warning. Some of the names have been changed. You know it. So you, as a Black Panther fan who normally don't F with the damn comics, that's crazy to me. All you seen are cartoons and the MCU, because that's all this dude been in. Cartoons and the MCU. You saw him in Civil War, and you saw him in his own damn movie, and every damn cartoon he done popped up in. And as far as you're concerned, that's the fact. That's crazy. You know the comics came first. You know you don't read comics, but you quote the cartoons and the movies as the source material. And see, watch this. This is when I get in my feelings and folks look at me like I'm crazy when I say this is why I don't like certain people. I don't. Because there's no way in hell you telling me, watch this, there's no way you telling me you black and you proud and you can't even be bothered to pick up a damn book. Because some of our stories of our ancestors are in them same damn books. You can't tell me that, because you telling me you can't be bothered to pick up a damn book about Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, the Black Panther Party, Harriet Tubman, Martin. That's what you're telling me. Because that's in the book. You ain't getting no movie like that. So Selma was all that in the bag of damn chips? So everything that happened in Selma was real. Because Selma was based off real life events. Just like 12 Years a Slave, just like Straight Outta Compton. 3 movies based on, so are you quoting the movies? Are you quoting the movies to quote history? Because if you are, I did. Let me get this. The information the creators that read are out there. They don't want the info. No, they don't. That's exactly what you sit right at, bro. I watch you, and we don't necessarily do the same thing. If I had a question about Transformers, you're sitting right there. And you're not just reviewing, watch this, you're not just reviewing current Transformers, you go back. If I wanted to know anything about Transformers, and maybe this is just me, if I wanted to know anything about Transformers, you know what I'm probably going to do? And I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm probably going to rock with the dude that looked like me that's got the Transformers video up there. Because what did I say before? I love my people. Well, I would love the fact that someone that looks like me, and watch this, if I'm a younger cat, if I'm a younger brother, you mean there's an older brother that loves the Transformers? Man, let me talk to this dude. You gonna tell, but see, maybe that's because I was raised by I spent time with my great grandmother. Maybe that's because I was raised by my grandparents. Maybe that's what that is. Maybe that's what it is that has me like, I can listen to older people. I don't feel like I know more. I gotta know more. I don't feel like an older person is talking at me. I always feel like an older person is talking to me. Hey, young fella, let me talk to you. Let me put some knowledge in it. Let me get that. No, what you got right now, because I can't be your papa unless I'm your pa. I gotta be your pa. But your granddaddy, your great granddaddy. Oh, I got that all day. But yeah, so yeah, we out there. We out there. You doing your thing. Like I said, you do your thing. So anybody want to know anything, any brother or sister that want to know anything about Transformers, I'm not saying they can't go get that information from somewhere else. I'm just saying, if I was Googling and I saw it, I would be more inclined to listen to you than listen to somebody else. Not saying you know more, not saying you know less. It would just make me feel some type of way to see a brother that's interested in, especially an older brother. And I'm not saying that you're older than me, but I'm saying if I was in my 20s or 30s, to see somebody that looked like me, like what I like, I'd be locked in. I'd be locked in. I'm just saying I would be locked in. Oh, let me keep it. They rather read a BS article and quote that than to read the source material. That right there, and I tell them, I love listening to older people. Man, listen. I talked to Mr. Smith. And I listen to Mr. Smith. Shut up for Mr. Smith and Grand Madam Tarot is the only thing Theo can do. Shut up and listen. Be real too. Just be quiet. Yeah, 90s Fantastic Four, Prayer to Black Panther. Absolutely. I love the Harry Potter movies, but you'll never catch me going back and forth. Never. I wish I would go back and forth. Man, please stop. Lord of the Rings, I can't do nothing but do this right here. Harry Potter, I'm finna be quiet. If Stephen King sat in front of me right now and wanted to talk to me about it, the book It, mind you, I bought it when I was in middle school. People like, damn, Theo. I bought it when it's in middle school. I saw the 2-part movie on ABC when it first came out. I did. I didn't need to go see the movie when it came out again. I didn't. But if Stephen King sat in front of me right now, I couldn't do nothing but take notes. Say what? Oops. What you got going? So that's it's his book. I'm not gonna go back and forth with somebody older than me that want to break down that ABC series or want to break down the book. Know why? Because their comprehensive skills were more advanced than mine were at the time frame. All I can do is sit down and shut up. Any Stephen King fans out there right now? All I can do is sit down and shut up. I remember it in school. Don't think the teacher was supposed to show it, but oh well. Hey. Wait, I had to take a work call. Is the Transformers thing about me? Yeah, I'm just saying, you know it. Like, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you on Transformers. I'm not. I've been rocking with Transformers for a minute, but just looking at how much time you invest in it, I know I don't do the same. I don't do the same. I'm not invested in the Transformers like you are. I know it. So any Transformers conversation, I'm sitting back. I don't think I know more about Optimus Prime than you. I know watch this. I know what I know about Optimus Prime. That's about it. I know what I know about Rodimus Prime. I do. I know what I know about the Transformers. But I see you invested in it heavily. Saturday mornings on YouTube. That's how I came across your channel. TikTok. You were right over there with TikTok and everything like that. Ain't seen you over there on Instagram, but hard for me to believe anybody that's got a TikTok ain't putting stuff on Instagram. And you always talking about it. So I would never. But the question I would ask is, how would somebody think they knew more than you about Transformers and all they went to go do was see the movies? Because the movies are inspired by the comic books. And the Transformers been around since the 80s. And I know some people that's rocking with the Transformers, they just got here like in the 2000s. That means they missing 20 years worth of information. To be honest, I found out that I'm really surface level. There are some real Transformer head out there. I do love me some Optimus. Watch this. This is when you might need to watch how you talk about yourself, because your surface level, you won't like this one. So, is it safe to say the surface in Mile High, Denver, Colorado, is it safe to say that surface is higher than the surface in Florida? What I'm saying is, just cause sometimes you may be at the surface, but your surface might be higher than somebody else's surface. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Movies don't do any good. The old Transformer heads hate the movies. See, you just proved my point. You just proved my point. So, watch this. And I go back with the Transformers, but I don't consider myself that dude. So anybody that say they've been rocking with the Transformers since the 80s, I'm be just like this. Okay. Like I'm a student. I'm sitting at the desk. I'm listening because I can't say that. No different than if somebody I've been rocking with the G.I. Joes since their inception. Now, when I say that, I've been a G.I. Joe fan since their creation. I don't know the G.I. Joes like that. I don't. And I'm never going back to what I said. I know what I know and I know what I don't know. I don't know the G.I. Joes like that. And I'm never gonna act like that. I know a lot about Snake Eyes, but there's a lot I don't know about Snake Eyes. So if somebody wanted to sit down and have a conversation with me about Snake Eyes, all I can do is listen. Now, if I don't believe them, I can go back and double check them. But right off the rip, going back and forth with a Snake Eyes fan, I got the Snake Eyes action figure, 3 of them, and I'm not finna do that. I got some G.I. Joe movies, and I'm not finna do that. And low key, Snake Eyes, and I'm probably not the only one, is my favorite Joe. And I'm not finna go back and forth with a G.I. Joe fan. No, I'm not. No, only thing I can do is learn. Now, mind you, watch this. Here's the irony of it. That's me saying I would never go back and forth with a G.I. Joe fan, and I made a financial investment in G.I. Joe. I own more than one G.I. Joe action figure, more than one Snake Eyes. I bought G.I. Joe toys in my lifetime, comic books as well. I've done that, and I'm still not going to go back and forth with a G.I. Joe fan. You know why I said that? Because you got folks that'll go back and forth with Black Panther fans and ain't done what I've done in regards to learning about G.I. Joe and Snake Eyes. Have not done what I've done. Don't own not one piece of Black Panther merchandise. Ain't picked up one Black Panther comic book. May or may not have the Black Panther movie. Has not done any Black Panther research, but wants to go back and forth and knowingly, they know all that. They know what they haven't done and want to have a go back and forth with you about Black Panther. It's the reason why I don't do it no more. What for? You saying the same thing. They saying the same thing they said in 2020. Ain't picking up no book. I know it's quite a few of them didn't actually say it. They don't read. Why in the hell about would I do that? Expending my brain power trying to convince somebody that don't give two damns and have let it be known they don't give two damns that it's more to the character than what you got in the movies. Since the Kung Fu grip days, yes, since the Kung Fu grip days. Since the Kung Fu grip days. Since the dude actually had hair that you could cut off his head. Since the dude actually came with a set of dog tags. That dude. The dude who, if you took off his clothes, he actually had molded underwear on. And when I say molded, not that his underwear looked nasty. No, his underwear was actually flesh tone, just like the rest of his body. That dude. That dude. I had them action figures. And you know what I'm not finna do? Watch this. Y'all will like this one. I had them action figures. Flash by Night, you might know this. It's a guy, him and his son. Viper Island is their YouTube channel. The guy looks like he's probably younger than me. His son, and I love the fact that he's doing this with his son. His son is about 12 or something like that. Him and his son taught G.I. Joe action figures all day, every day, twice on Sunday. Keep you up to date with the latest and greatest G.I. Joe, Hasbro releases and everything like that. You know what I would never do with that dude and his son? Act like I know more about G.I. Joe anything. His son 12. I'm not gonna act like I know anything more than him and his son, because no, damn it, I know what I know and I know what I don't know. And based off their conversation pieces, they know more than I know. They know more than I know. Marvel Animation made and G.I. Joe Transform made them comics great and good comics. IDWTF G.I. Joe comics also dope. Yeah, listen. And if I'm not mistaken, Whatnot is, I didn't know Whatnot was like that as a comic book company. Now, they didn't already gave me Creed issues 1 through 4. If you have not purchased that Creed set, go get that. As far as I'm concerned, that was the next movie installment. Michael B. Jordan, you did your thing. The young lady as the author, she did her thing. That was a great read. It paid homage to the Rocky movies and everything like that. Creed movies. Listen, if you have not got Creed, if you want to check Creed out, let me know. I think I know. Well, I got it as a series right now where all the videos are under one, so I can send you the link and everything like that. But that was a great read. Go collect that. That was good. That was some good reading. Just looked them up. When I was a kid, Snake Eyes and Boba Fett were the two most have action figures. Yes. Once again, Star Wars came out when I was in elementary school. You know what I'm not gonna do? And I've seen them. I've seen all 6 movies. I'm not gonna act like that. Theo, did you? I'm a Trekkie. I've seen all 6 movies. You know what I'm not gonna act like? I'm not gonna. With that said, see what I just said? Star Wars came out when I was in elementary school. I've seen all 6 movies. You know what I'm finna not act like? I'm not finna act like I know anything to a Star Wars fan. A Star Wars fan come up to me talking, the only thing I can do is learn. Because I know what I don't know. And I ain't finna act like I know all I know is Billy D. Williams. That's it. That's it. But yeah, I'm a Trekkie. And listen, I told you, Lieutenant Uhura, the OG Lieutenant Uhura, is the reason why it's Star Trek over Star Wars. Because I'm gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. I don't think Star Wars didn't do a good job recruiting me as a young man. As a young male, Star Wars did not, and still has not by and large done a good job in recruiting me. Because the baddest woman in the universe for me was on Star Trek. And people can say what they want to. I know people feel some type of way about this dude. I know. But low key, seeing Tyler Perry show up as a Starfleet admiral, it took Samuel L. Jackson to show up in Star Wars for me to realize I could be a Jedi. But back in the Wrath of Khan, I knew I could be a captain. Star Trek. I could have my own starship as a captain back when I was in high school. Star Trek. Star Trek did a better job of recruiting me as a kid. So I'm not knocking anybody but I'm just saying, me, Star Trek, Gene Roddenberry did a better job of recruiting me as a Trekkie than he wasn't really thinking about me like that. I'm just saying. Billy D was added because fans complained about zero black representation. I didn't. You know why? Because I had her right on over there. See, that was the thing. I didn't complain about Star Wars. I didn't because I had Star Trek. Like I didn't care. I didn't care because Billy D wasn't gonna get me over to Star Trek no way. I'm gonna say Star Wars no way. No, it was Nicole. Nicole got me over there. Nicole got me over there, and then my boy that played a Starfleet captain in Wrath of Khan, he got me on over there and everything because I remember him. Because I had seen him when him and Billy D. Williams and him and Richard Pryor did the movie, the baseball movie, the Shuffle On with the baseball. They was an all-star movie. I can't remember, but the Bingo and the Traveling All-Stars and everything like that. I think Bingo and the Traveling All-Star, I got who don't remember Bingo and the Traveling All-Star? See, now this is what I probably need to be talking to my younger brothers and sisters and everything. Billy D. Williams, James Earl Jones, who else we got? We got a whole, Richard Pryor was in that movie. Oh my good God Almighty Jesus. We had a whole bunch of folks in that movie. But the dude that was in that movie as well, he was in Star Trek The Wrath of Khan, so I was good. Zango Fett, Mace Windu is literally the only black Jedi of significance in the whole series, to be honest. Star Wars needs more black people who actually do things. See, that was said. Like, Gene Roddenberry did a much, as our former president used to say, a much better job of recruiting me over to be a Trekkie. He did. And I ain't looked back since then. Star Wars. I'm not pressed to see Star Wars. What fuck? I don't know. Star Wars, Star Trek. I ain't in Star Wars. I ain't gotta be. I'm in Star Trek. You ain't mad about Star Wars? No, I'm in Star Trek. Black people can't be cool, calm, and collected as well as tactical, capable, and powerful. Come on now, Star Wars. I guess that's why T'Challa and Blue Marvel find it so difficult to get airtime. What did Gene Roddenberry give me Avery Brooks? Avery Brooks had his own TV show. Man Called Hawk. Like that's where I'm at with it. So I don't, but you know, I said all that to say this. I don't argue with people when they know their stuff, and you can tell whether or not somebody, and that's the other thing. Just because you say it don't make it true. Just because you say it with a lot of emotion don't make it right. Just because you say it don't mean a damn thing. If you don't know what you're talking about, you know the easiest way for somebody to tell that you don't know what you're talking about? You keep talking. If you don't know what you're talking about, the easiest way to let somebody know you don't know what you're talking about is to keep talking or to keep tweeting. That's a surefire way to reveal your stupidity. It is. Here we go. Fellas will get this one. As a matter of fact, everybody will get this one. Because if you haven't been a part of it, you know somebody that has, or you heard a story. There are women, young girls, who go out of their way to convince guys that they're older than they actually are. Do you know how they're able to pull that off? Not talking. They say little to nothing and let you as the dude run your damn mouth. Because if they talk too much, they're going to reveal to you exactly how old they are. And if we think it's a game, even though it was done in a joke, y'all will get this one because we all watched that damn movie. It was funny. Paul Rudd. Not Paul Rudd. Not Paul Rudd. I don't remember. Remember the movie Old School? Vince Vaughn was in it. Y'all remember the movie Old School? Do you? It was funny. It was absolutely hilarious. Will Ferrell was in it. Remember the dude that's whatchamacallit's brother? His brother was on Loki. Remember him? Remember how he wound up sleeping with an underage girl? She didn't say too much to him. Came into the party, an adult party. Her body was what it was. She said little to nothing. And he didn't ask no questions. Of course, I know that black people exist outside the film, but the facts are none of them have the same level of significance as Mace. Eddie Gaylor, who, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would say the same. Yeah, it don't. And that's the thing. The characters don't mean that much if they don't get built up. And I definitely understand that. We can have, and because what it basically amounts to is a side character. Well, if we got one black side character, ain't no telling how many other side characters they have that aren't black. So I definitely get that one. We want the character that's holding their own, that's of some significance, that gets the screen time that they should. How else do we get the representation that we want? Cool Beans Flash by Night, man. You have a good day, man. Thank you so much for dropping by. Actually, I'm about to be about this piece as well. Listen, I thank y'all so much for dropping by. We started this thing off at 11:20. I didn't think it was going to be that long. I did not. I am going to be coming back to y'all with some comic book related content and everything like that. comic book reviews. We got to get them out the way. So in the meantime, in between time, thank y'all so much. Click, like, share, subscribe. Hopefully you have a great weekend. I look to be seeing you soon. Peace.